Hello, families. Welcome back to our Eduversity series, where we help expand your perspective with books about diversity and cultural differences. My name is Ms. Stremme, and today I will be reading the book Imagine by Juan Felipe Herrera. This book has helped me open my heart and mind because it's inspiring to think about all the possibilities we have if we just imagine what our futures can hold. My hope is that you will find your own personal message in this book. If I picked chamomile flowers as a child in the windy fields and whispered to their fuzzy faces, imagine. If I let tadpoles swim across my hands in the wavy creek, imagine. If I jumped high into my papi's army truck and left our village of farm workers and waved adios to my amiguitos, imagine. If I let the stars at night paint my blanket with milky light, with shapes of hungry birds while I slept outside, imagine what you could do. If I helped Mama feed the hopping chickens and catch the crazy turkey in the front yard of our new village, imagine. If I walked through the evening forest at the top of a mountain with a silvery bucket to fetch water from the next town, imagine. If I moved to the winding city of tall, bending buildings and skipped to a new concrete school I had never seen, imagine. If I opened my classroom's wooden door, not knowing how to read or speak in English, imagine. If I practiced spelling words in English, saying them in Spanish, like pencil for pencil, imagine. If I collected gooey and sticky ink pens because I loved how the ink flowed like tiny rivers across soft paper, imagine. If I grabbed a handful of words I had never heard and sprinkled them over a paragraph so I could write a magnificent story, imagine. If I stood up in a school far away from where I lived and sang for the first time in front of class, imagine. If I started to write a poem on a skinny paper pad after school as I walked on the wide sidewalk and then finished it when I got home, imagine. If I picked up my honey-colored guitar and called out my poem every day until it turned into a song, imagine. If I gathered many words and many more songs with both of my hands and let them fly over my mesa and turn them into a book of poems, imagine. If I stood up wearing a robe in front of my familia and many more on the high steps of the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., and read out loud and signed my poetry book like this, Poet Laureate of the United States of America. Imagine what you could do. All right. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I do. Just a little information about our author. Juan Felipe Herrera was the son of migrant farm workers, and he was the first Mexican American to be named Poet Laureate for the United States of America from 2015 to 2017. This is a very important job. That means he was our country's official poet. It's a great honor to be named a Poet Laureate of the United States of America. So I have a few questions that you can discuss as a family. The boy in this story went to school without knowing how to speak or read in English. Have you ever faced a similar challenge with learning a second language? How did it make you feel to not fully understand the language being spoken? And that could be any language. It could be learning English, it could be learning Spanish, or any other language. And number 2, every page in this book starts with if and ends with imagine. What dreams do you imagine for your future? Or in other words, who might you be when you grow up? Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed Imagine by Juan Felipe Herrera.